About 28 years ago, my wife were at the doctor's office. She was pregnant with our first child, and she's of Jewish descent. So the doctor said, "Hey, Dan, since you're here, why don't we take a blood test? And if you come up clean, then we have nothing to worry about from a newborn screening perspective." So I said, "Sure." About a day later, we get a panic call from the physician, and he says, "Get in here. Dan is tested positive for Tay-Sachs." Now, Tay-Sachs is a disease typically associated with Ashkenazi Jews. And here I am, a Catholic kid of Irish and Italian descent. So our physician was freaking out. He caused us to freak out. My wife took the test. She was fine. We had no concerns. But now I know I'm a carrier of a rare disease, and it's something that my kids have to understand and be aware of when they decide to have children of their own. Fast forward about 15 years, and my mother was diagnosed with a very rare cancer, sacral chordoma. At the time, there was very little literature, no advocacy groups, experimental treatments that weren't even for sacral chordoma. We just give them a try. I became a caregiver along with my sister and my wife for my mom until she passed, and then for my dad after that for about 7 years. And that's on top of now having 6 kids and being caregivers for my elderly parents whose health was suffering. It's those experiences, along with hundreds of discussions I've had with rare disease patients, parents, caregivers, pharmaceutical companies, researchers, regulatory officials, lawyers, that inspired me to start rareLife Solutions. At rareLife, we create rare disease communities, educational communities where patients and physicians and families can connect with each other, share what they know about the disease, find trustworthy information, and seek to accelerate education in rare diseases. The more we know, the more we collaborate, the better we'll all be. So we are really excited to let you know that we're launching our next rare disease platform in spinal muscular atrophy, SMA, oneSMAvoice. Let me tell you a little bit about our oneVoice platforms. Our oneVoice platforms provide a plethora of information in all kinds of different formats, depending on the way you like to learn. It can be a PowerPoint presentation, a medical journal article, a blog, a Facebook group, or an infographic. Any way you like to learn, we've got that information about your rare disease in our platforms. We've also got a smart social wall, and in that social wall, it allows people to connect with each other and talk about the journey that they're on. The wall also provides additional information based on the language used in the discussion that you might be interested in, pulled from that same trustworthy information, whether it's a medical journal article, a blog, or a Facebook group. We've got a clinical trial educator that helps people understand that complex world of clinical trials that so many in rare diseases end up in. And we've even got a clinical trial finder, which can connect you with a study that's appropriate for you based on a basic set of criteria that you fill in. So check out oneVoice. There's a lot going on here for everybody in rare.